Hey there. So right now, if you know me, you're probably saying, Ryan, why aren't you on your plane to Thailand right now? You said that you came home for a little bit, get some medication, whatever else, do a little jiu-jitsu, and then now looks like you're on a road trip. And guess what? You're 100% right. I am. Right now, I'm driving to California to LAX. And the reason why is because Southwest, last night I went to the airport, they decided to cancel all their flights. And the funny part is that it's not actually, none of this is really funny, but they canceled it because they didn't have enough pilots to fly. It wasn't weather related like they're going to use the excuse for the rest of the country, but they did it because they said that they didn't have any pilots to fly, which is crazy. I don't know. I don't ever say I'm going to plan something and then just not send anybody or not send myself there to be there. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so what I ended up doing was, knowing that this is the fact, I figured, well, let me go get my luggage and maybe I'll just drive to LA. We'll see what happens. Maybe get another flight. So I figure if last night everything's going to be canceled, everything today is most likely going to be canceled because you have to put all those people somewhere. So there was a long line, and I should have taken a video of it for this, but I didn't want to. But there was like 20 flights of people just waiting in the long line all the way through Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport last night. So I went over to someone I saw, I made eye contact with, I got to them, and they basically said that they refunded my fare and everything else because they scheduled me to fly out tomorrow, and that obviously doesn't do me any good. So then I went down to get my luggage and realized, they said, well, because so many flights have been canceled, that they're just leaving all the luggage on the ramp and they have no intention of bringing it up. So now I've got all my pills, everything else, actually my whole life in there now. I've got myself down to 2 suitcases, and yeah, so now my luggage is stuck there, and so I figure, well, we'll see what happens in the morning, because I don't want to wait in line all night, because you have to put in a claim and add them to release the luggage. So what I did was I ended up renting a car. So I rented a car last night. That's the car I'm in now. And I figured I was going to get up in the morning and then drive to LAX, 6 hours, so I can catch my 20-hour flight. Because there's nothing I love more doing than sitting and doing nothing. Sitting still for 6 hours, 6 more hours. So turns out I checked this morning and I figured, well, maybe, they told me last night that they would send my luggage to my final destination, meaning in their case, LAX, because they don't know anything about my other airline flight. One thing else also about my Thailand flight, luckily American Express, and thank you American Express, I booked it through American Express on my Platinum card, and I'm not like throwing a flex there, I'm just basically, there's different benefits for Platinum than there is normal American Express, or obviously the Southwest credit card, which I would never do, but they were able to, for $70, change my flight till tonight at 11:30, which is why I'm driving right now. So my flight was last night at 11:30, and then now they switched it to tonight, flying through Taipei. So I figure as long as I can get out here to LAX by 11:30 tonight, I should be in good shape. Hopefully my luggage will be there on time. So I woke up this morning, my big luggage, I have 2 pieces of luggage, one's already there, and I've been like waiting this whole time, watching the AirTag sensors I have in my bag to see if the other one made it. So now I'm driving, it's 11:30 in the morning. In 12 hours I will be in another plane, or in a plane flying to Thailand, hopefully. And as I'm driving, I'm looking for my AirTag. I know I should be driving or texting or whatever, but I'm driving on the 10. I get pulled over by a police officer. He says, you're doing 90 miles an hour and you're swerving. And I said, 90 miles an hour, I 100% believe it. Swerving, I also believe it. And if you don't mind, let me tell you why. And I told him the whole story. So, you're pretty much screwed in a really bad situation when the Phoenix police don't give you a ticket. I'm from an undercover car on Christmas Eve, being a Jew. So, he ended up letting me go. He's like, and by the way, you said you were renting the car, right? And I said, yeah. He's like, who's from? I show him the receipt. He's like, well, you may want to let Avis know when you get to LAX that the tags are expired. So years ago, I had a tag expiration issue on a rental car anyway, or whatever it was. They ended up towing the car and leaving me on the highway. So I guess it could have been a lot worse, but luckily I'll make it to LAX. I'll get my luggage. It'll arrive there on time. Last I checked my luggage, my small luggage that was on there, it looked like it was on the tarmac, so I think it might be flying there, but we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. And to hell with Southwest Airlines.